BriSCA for the National Points Championship Shootout Round 4, sponsored by Jamie Davidson. We've got the Trust Fund race, which doubles up as Heat 1. We start the programme with our shootout grid draw, followed by our driver spotlights, which tonight are 20 Liam Gilbank and number 5 Charlie Sauder. So now it's time for the all-important shootout grid draw. We've got Jack Green and Cole Bradley who are going to be doing the draw today. So Jack, if you want to pull out the first one. 259, pull on. You say you shout them out. Sophie, where do you want them? On the floor?
Oh, we go.
Yeah, we've gone.
We were debating tables, right?
Oh, sorry. Right, go on, Jack. Next one.
Not for Liam to stand up.
Well, I'll tell you what. You've 4 rounds in and we've got a table. I like it. Yep.
Matt Mason.
Go on, Jack.
Just do it back grid first.
Please. Thank you. He goes right at the front.
Right. We mixed it up. We mixed it up. Doing it all in one. It's all good.
3, 4, 5.
So you weren't last, Tom. You're not last.
Thank you.
Right.
4, 7,
Yeah. 6 and yeah. Do one more and then he'll swap over.
Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Okay, Phoebe next.
Perfect.
10 at the front.
Right. Go on. You're next. Pull them out.
Okay.
191.
Doing last, Josh.
Where do I put that?
Goes there,
One.
please.
This one, Cole. 5.
Goes next to 191, please.
The table's not big enough, Sophie, and it's on a slant.
212.
Perfect, Cole. Thank you.
Where's that go?
Behind 191. So that's your front group. Okay, so hope 2 left.
Is it 2 left, Cole?
515.
515 is there,
Perfect.
please. Should. Okay, right at the back.
He's on the outside of the.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, see you out there.
Right. I've got
Perfect.
that.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. So one of our driver spotlights here at Skegness is world champion number 5 Charlie Sauder. Charlie, thank you for doing this today.
No worries.
We last spoke about 15-20 minutes after you'd won this at Ipswich, and you were very excited and just completely over the moon, which is understandable. How's it been since then? What's it been like?
It's been pretty cool. A lot of attention. You know, we're just doing our own thing, you know, just showing off the roof and trying to please the fans and get the results here and there. And it's nice because obviously we've gone from racing since I was like 6-7 years old to then we've been able to win a world final at a young age. It's just been real nice, and we've had a lot of dad's old fans come over and show their appreciation and all stuff like that. And it's obviously touched a nerve really for our family, because we've been in the job so many years, and to finally be able to get a gold roof in the pinnacle of oval motorsport is a pretty good thing to do. So yeah, it's been nice.
I mean, we came over sort of 10 minutes ago, and you know, you have lots of people coming up to see you, and I guess it's been like that every meeting. People just want to sort of talk to you and congratulate you.
Yeah, it has. It's been really nice. Obviously, I've always got so much time for the fans. If they didn't come to the meetings, we wouldn't have a sport at the end of the day. So you've got to sort of think that they're the main priority, and at the end of the day, they are, because they keep the clock ticking and they get the atmosphere going, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is nice. Even at times when you're busy and you want to get on, you just got to have 5 minutes just to talk. But it is what it is. We appreciate it.
Good. So enjoying it so far?
Yeah, definitely enjoying it. Yeah.
Move on to shootout, which is why we're talking to you today. So the race for the silver roof. Currently we've had 3 meetings and you're currently in 8th. So I guess you'd want to be a bit higher in the standings going into tonight.
Yeah, we haven't had the best of start. We didn't really get a good advantage. We didn't do many meetings as well. We did a lot of meetings, but nowhere near as many as other people did. So we started quite far down, and we had an all right Kings Lynn and an all right. No, we had a bad Milton and an all right Buxton, but the problem is with this shootout is you're racing against the best people in the sport, and they're getting top 5s every race, and they're getting wins as well, and we're there, but we just obviously get caught up a bit more than what they do, so we're just trying to get more points and do our own thing really, but we'll see what happens.
So Mildenhall, you say you struggled, but then the next day you go to Northampton, non-shootout round, and you win the final.
Yes.
So what was the difference between the two? Is it just a different type of track, or was it set up? Or
Don't really have much experience at Mildenhall, probably doesn't help. Starting at the back, obviously, it is a long way, even though it's a small track. You're nearly a lap down there. But we just got caught up all night. It wasn't the fact that we were slow. We struggled in the heat bad. Consolation, we got 5th. The final, we got took out, and then the national we got took out as well, but we had the pace, we was always there, and it's just one of those things. And then obviously you go to Northampton, you get 5th or 6th when you hit, I can't remember what it was, and then go win the final, and you think how stuff can change between one day at 2 different tracks is ridiculous, and it's just a shame that it was not a shootout round. Otherwise we'd be 5th or 6th, I think, but we're getting along.
So this weekend you've got 2 meetings on the bounce, so we're following you tonight. I think this is almost a bit of a turning point in the series, isn't it? If you have a good or bad weekend, it's going to really kind of make a difference in that points table.
Yeah, we're all right at ski. It's probably my worst time at a track, to be fair. I do ski, Ipswich and Hennisford really. I don't really go to Buxton, but obviously we'll be giving it our all tonight. We're not taking no shit at all. We got stuck in last week a bit, and they're going to have it back, basically.
So in the video, you know, which kind of your centres of your workshop prep, you sort of talked about the damage you got at Buxton, and was that just because you're all in and it's stock car racing and you kind of got caught up, or was it?
Yeah, I've just got put in a few times. Everyone's obviously racing for their position, and they see someone in front, they want to get past. But when they're putting me in the fence, I don't forget. I'm the same as my old man, so we'll dish out what we get back and see what happens and have fun.
And do you think that's going to like help your cause with the shootout? Because the shootout's all consistency, isn't it? That's what kind of people, you know, accrue these points, then you come to the last round and you're there or thereabouts. If you start getting a bit of a fight with somebody, it's going to potentially harm your chances.
Well, we'll see what happens. The thing is, people who are pissing me off early on in the rounds, they're going to get it at the end. So when they're there trying to win, they might not win because they've done me in round 2 or 3. So they've got to remember that. But obviously, stock car drivers have short-term memory, don't they? So we'll see what happens.
Well, you certainly make it very exciting, Charlie. So I like that. So the shootout, in terms of where you are, do you genuinely believe you can get a silver wreath from where you're sitting?
Listen, it's stock cars. Anything can happen. We proved that at Ipswich. We were pretty much wrote off to win that, and we managed to get it. So we'll try and do what we can do. We just got to score points. Obviously, that is all you can do. And if people score more than you, then they score more than you. But if we can manage to put them on a parked car and get a 5th, then that's 10 more points than what they've got. So we'll see what will happen.
Brilliant. So we're going to come and talk to you after every race tonight, and we kind of like that journey of like the meeting. So thank you very much. But great to chat to you.
Yeah, nice to see you. See you in a bit.
So our second shootout driver, which we're focusing on tonight, is number 20, Liam Gilbank. Liam, you've had a good start to the shootout. You're sitting in 6th. That's quite all right. Halfway.
Yeah, I think I started around 6 or 7 or something like that, and managed to just stay up there, so that's good.
It's your first season in the shootout. Did you feel it was a bit of an achievement to get into it? Were you happy?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's only top 12 out of everyone. I don't know how many drivers there is total, but there's got to be quite a few of them. To be top 12's good, really. I suppose.
So what do you want from the shootout? Aspiration, is it I can win it, or do you want to like top 6, top 2? What is it you're kind of looking for from the series?
I don't think I'll win it this time. Just, I don't know. I could use it as experience this time. I think I'll aim to try and stay in top 6 and finish in that. And I'll be happy with that this time.
Are you finding it more difficult starting at the back? Because you are starting with the likes of Frank, Tom, Matt, Lee. You know, guys that have been top of the sport before you've been in it. Do you know what I mean? So it must be a bit of a steep learning curve to be racing with them week in, week out.
It is, yeah, but it's also a bit easier sometimes because they all know what they're doing. They're not going to do anything silly, so you're not just going to. It's not like starting at blue top. That's ridiculous. That's rubbish.
Why? It says blue is such a hard grade to go from.
Because I don't know. Everyone tries to win race on first corner, so they're all thinking that red tops are coming after him. So everyone just goes for it. Normally everyone ends up in fence anyway.
So it is a bit easier going with them, but then you've got to keep up with them and then potentially pass them on you.
Keep pace with them and just sort of follow them through traffic. It's all right to there.
So we're on round 4 tonight. 3 rounds gone. Mildenhall was quite good, but then you said sort of off camera you prefer Shale as opposed to tarmac anyway.
Yeah, I feel I'm just, compared to other drivers, I feel I'm faster on shale than I am on tarmac. I've never even won a race on tarmac yet, so.
So why is that down to you, to the car? What is that?
I don't know really. When I first built this car, I were already a blue top, so I've never actually started at white or yellow on tarmac. So you just didn't think of it straight away. So it's quite difficult, really.
Yeah. But you see, for a shale, tarmac this weekend 2 full meetings, and it is almost like that turning point in the series, isn't it? Because we're going to be halfway through by the end of tomorrow, so you kind of need a good score to kind of maintain yourself in that contention, don't you?
Yeah, just try and stay in top 10 every race. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, try and survive tonight. Grand Nationals on Saturday night at Skegness are just ridiculous, to be honest.
Why? Because it's dark.
I know it's a bit dark. Everyone feels like driving a bit faster. Yeah. So some people will be a bit pissed off from final if it's not gone their way. And it's just hectic, really. Yeah.
Well, with the shootout, it's always I think it's a fantastic series, and like you start to get a few niggles between them shootout drivers because everybody wants to win it, everyone wants to do as best as they can, and that might start to surface this weekend, in which you can either you could be involved in it or you could pick up the pieces.
Yeah, well, so far I've tried to just be smart and just keep scoring points, but it's also because you're only racing against like 11 other people. You can just make sure you stay in front of who you need to. You can look at it that way, whereas normally you can't because there's just that many people on track at once. Yeah.
Good. Liam, thanks so much. We'll come and talk to you after Heat 1, which is going to be doing the Trust Fund race as Heat 1, aren't they? Which is all the red tops in one race. That's going to be a fun race.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get in final. If not, I'll just be driving around in Consolation.
So we'll come and talk to you after Heat 1. All right. Cheers, Liam. Thank you.
Cheers.
Trust Fund was set up in 1976 after the tragic loss of a great driver, Brian Wallace, number 119 at White City. The Trust Fund race was first contested in 1977 and was brought about by the BSCDA committee, who decided that it was important to have a trust fund and a benevolent fund for drivers and their families if drivers got injured during their pursuit of racing.
So the Formula 1 stock cars out for their first event of what promises to be a fantastic weekend racing for them. But before we get the proceedings underway, everybody with BriSCA F1 were very saddened by the news last weekend of a driver, Martin Verhoff, from Holland, who was taken ill racing at Warehouse last weekend, and sadly they took him to hospital and there were further complications with his health. And sadly he passed away. But Martin had been coming over racing in the UK for many years, and drivers in the UK had enjoyed racing over in Holland against him. And Peter Folden, BSCDATV chairman, is with me. Peter, you raced many times against Martin. He came over racing world finals and a great driver.
Yeah, that's right. He's sadly missed by a lot of people in Holland and a few people that remember racing in England. BSCDATV, BriSCA would like to give out condolences to his family and friends. Another good driver that's going to be sadly missed.
Definitely, that link between the UK and the Netherlands continues, and like I say, we share their sadness. But yeah, a great driver, racing many world finals, didn't he? And Europeans, it didn't matter the shell tarmac, he was always here, gave it his best and came over with the likes of Ron Brumler and Manny Ball and the late Pete Kaiser. His racing has gone back a number of years.
Yeah, that's right, I can recall him from the 80s and racing against him a lot. We didn't have so many meetings in Holland. We used to come over here 2 or 3 times a year for our big events, and we'd go over there 2 or 3 times, and we got on pretty well. Off the track, racing on the track, we were maybe our rivals, but we don't want to see anybody
Definitely. So yeah, we're very sad, and a great driver, Martin. So before we get the Formula 1 stock car racing underway this weekend, we just like to pause and reflect and have a minute's silence in memory of number 8 from the Netherlands, the late Martin Verhoff. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Our team and members of the BSCDATV from the circuit. The drivers are lined up ready for the Trust Fund race, and we'd like to dedicate this to Martin's memory, and we're going to be away in just a moment. First time for a number of years that it has indeed been an all red top race, plus of course our gold and silver there as well, because this is a race that raises funds for the Benevolent Fund, and it's there to help the drivers should they be injured in the course of duty, whilst entertaining the fans around the country. Remember, they're all family people, they've got families to support, businesses to run, etc. And should they be injured during the course of racing, then that fund is there to help them, and there's at least a couple of the trustees that are here of the Benevolent Fund. Willie Harrison, Brian Blundell. I do believe there's another one whose name does escape me, could well be here as well. But it goes back a long tradition. There's a lovely trophy, and the annual trophy that's presented to each of the winner each year. The name is engraved on there. Solid silver trophy is as well. So it's been a number of years since the Trust Fund race has been here at Skegness. We'll have to go back through the archives quite a way, and to check that, we're just waiting for all clear. We've got all of our marshals in position. We're good to go. So for the 2022 Trust Fund race dedicated to the memory of Martin Verhoff, drivers, start your engine.
Liam, so Heat 1, which doubled up as a Trust Fund race, was your first race on track.
Yeah.
All red tops. It was a bit of a brutal stock car race, was that?
Yeah, we're a bit brutal. Also an hard race, you know. We're all racing against each other, and we're fastest people here, so we're always going to be an hectic race.
At one point, because the spotlight this week is you and Charlie, at one point you were both last.
Yeah.
Which one we were like, this is not a good news story so far.
Well, I think we're racing it out, coming out of turn 2 and we're about 4 wide, I think. We just run out of room.
Yeah.
Sometimes happens.
Yeah, it does. But you got, I think, got 12th, but I think they're only taking top 10 through, aren't they, tonight?
Yeah, it's only top 10, sorry. Consolation. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately.
We're saying we were just chatting off camera and talking about, Saloon World Final, and it's a huge crowd here, and it almost seems like because every heat that's been on so far has been like a proper stock car race. It almost seems like you guys kind of raise your game.
Well, Saloons World Final, there's a massive crowd here. It's created a bit of an atmosphere. I think all drivers are rising to the occasion. Really, we're all sticking bumpers.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to earn the Consolation because they're taking top 6 through for the final, aren't they? So I mean, it's going to be like a 30+ car grid. You're going to have to get a wriggle on.
Yeah, I'll not be waiting for an invitation. I'll make my way through.
But that's the thing, and I think the thing is for us as fans to watch that, it's good because you're fighting for places.
That's it. Yeah. Well, they're not many. They're only 16 laps long. It's like a sprint race, really. We're not got 50 odd laps. be able to get going at start, and you can't really shut off till the red flags are really.
So in terms of the car comes off track after the heat. Anything you've done for the Consolation, or is it just
change tyres, a few adjustments on it, just see if we can get a bit more pace out of it. But I was fairly happy with how we were going in first heat. We're just difficult race really.
Yeah. And in terms of the car setup and that, is that you and your dad, or is it kind of, what's that relationship?
Yeah, it's just me and my dad really. I mean, I built most of this car on myself, and Dad helped me finish it. But we work together on setup for all cars.
Yeah, good. Right, I'll leave you to sit down in your chair. So I disturbed your life. It was like I don't know, like a bit of a meditation thing going on there. So I'll leave you to meditate
like
again.
A beer tent. Oh, yeah, any beer.
You've got the tent, but no beer. And we'll come and chat to you after the Consolation. Fingers crossed you get into the final.
Yeah.
Cheers then. Thank you.
Cheers.
Heat 1, Trust Fund Race, DNF.
Yeah, we had a bit of damage that we didn't pick up from the other meeting. So something we should have done in the garage really, but it's just one of those things that we missed. So we're back out for Consolation, see what we can do.
Okay. Did you obviously got a chance to watch the race? It was a proper stock car race. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I saw a little bit. Where I parked, I couldn't really see, so I saw Bobby G gave Tom a bit of one. I thought, yeah, we were on son. So yeah, we saw that, but other than that, I didn't really see anything else. Just sort of shut my eyes and have a little snooze.
Was it frustrating though to not get into the? Because I mean, the meeting with 66 cars, you're going to have a big Consolation, top 6 going through. So it's a tall order from the back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's always a challenge from the back, but we got up there. We cleared a lot of the cars, to be fair, and we were like, I think it went Tom, Frank, then me, and then it got pushed out wide again, and then the car went wrong. So it's one of those things, but we'll be there at the Consolation.
All sorted?
Yeah, all sorted now.
Good.
We know what it was, so sorted.
Right, you go and watch this.
I can't wait.
No, you go, and we'll come and talk to you hopefully after the Consolation when you've got top 6.
Spot on. Thank you.
Like top 8. Is it top 8?
You messed up. You messed up. Retake.
It's top 8. It's top 8. Let's go. Liam, Consolation, it was a very long race.
Yeah.
Like you were on track for what was like, it felt like a day, but you got 7th, so in the final.
Yeah, well, I set off, did a lap, and then do a car park when I came to start second lap, I sat in traffic for a while.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But you know when you sat there, because like you gear yourself up to start a race, don't you? And is it hard to kind of get yourself in that right mindset again? Your dad's just like, he's been making out busy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's, towards the end of the race, so his car weren't running quite right, so we're just going to try and fix that for the final.
If we see, watching that, there's a real group of you. Charlie was in there, and you seem to make like a few places, and then you'd kind of like lose the places again. And I guess it highlights how competitive it is that you pushed offline, and you 3 or 4 places are gone straight away. Yeah,
well, it's everyone in shootout trying to get in final. I mean, if we just stuck together a bit, we'd have probably all still qualified, but we'd have just been further up. But we just started having a stop car race. That's what happens.
Yeah. And it does. You can see the guys in front kind of getting away, and you guys are fighting out at the back.
Yeah.
But you're not getting any further forward, are you?
No, I came out on top that time, so no, I'm not that fussed.
You did. Yeah. So in terms of the final, so what's going on with the car? What do you say was not running right? Is it?
We're just when we were going down straight, so we're struggling. I think we were holding back a bit of loss of some engine power.
Right. Okay.
The engine guru, my granddad, is on it now.
Is he? Is he?
Hopefully he sorts it.
Perfect. Yeah. Does it feel faster out there when it's dark? That's going to be noisy, so we need to be quick.
Yeah. Always feels faster at dark.
Yeah,
a lot more excited, even from driver's point of view.
Yeah.
Love racing at night.
Good luck for the final. We'll come talk to you after the final. Cheers, Liam. Charlie, we started today with going, we do the good and the bad, and it isn't great, is it? We've not qualified for the final.
It's not a good day, is it?
No,
just stock car racing in it. So.
Yeah, I was talking to Liam again today, and you guys were in that real group, and you'd make 3 or 4 places, then you'd lose them again, and it is that competitive piece. You're in the shootout, you want to qualify for the final.
Yeah, it is. We're struggling with the car, if I'm honest. We've just got no grip at all. Literally put my foot down and it's spinning the wheels, so the tyre problem at the minute don't help. Obviously we can't get no tyres, so it's not ideal. But
I did think when you're coming out of twisting on the back straight, coming out turn 1 and 2, you're kind of quite wide, and it's almost like not going down the straight.
Just got no grip, and it's just spinning the wheels, and even without a quarter throttle, I'm just spinning them. So see what we do in the national.
And in terms of like the issue with that, is it the tyres? You can't get tyres to make it work, or
it doesn't help. Obviously, running not the best of tyres. Obviously, it's never going to be ideal, is it? But somehow some people manage to get some new ones, but we just can't find any. So keep doing what we're doing and see if we make some positions up.
Yeah. Are you like using like older tyres, and is that, or you can't get the size, or?
No, it's just new ones.
Right. Okay.
Can't get left rears at the minute. Apparently, that's what everyone keeps telling us. So we just have to use what we've got.
Yeah. Which is a frustration. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, obviously, because we want to be battling with everyone. We haven't even qualified for the final.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not ideal, but we're going to change a lot with the car and see if we can cope with the tyres that we have. Yeah. See what we can do.
So in terms of changes, that's so the car almost drives within itself. You're saying you can't put your foot down to go, so do you need to kind of?
Yeah, we're just going to. We tried something for today as well that we wouldn't normally try, and it hasn't worked. So we're going to go the other way.
Yeah.
And see what that does.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
And it is a weekend meeting, so yeah, you've missed out on the final, which is I guess crucial for points. But there's Grand National, and you've got another go again tomorrow, haven't you? I know it's a different round. It's another round.
Yeah, but it's 25 points someone else can gain, isn't it? So it's not ideal, but we go again, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. Charlie, thanks so much. And hopefully Grand National will be better. And we're going a big thumbs up.
Well, I gave you the final off, so no worries.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's a long way toward down here as well. You're parked in the furthest part of the pits. Well, yes, thank you. So good luck for the National, and we'll come talk to the end.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Just want to catch up. We spoke post Consolation. Engine trouble. Didn't go out for the final.
We didn't manage to get it fixed in time. We changed fuel pump and tried a few other things. It sounds like we're going running now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So going national, yeah. Good. Liam, you got after the Grand National and you finished top 10 and I think 8th, they haven't got the results yet, but happy with that?
Yeah, I'm dead happy with that. I mean, I went out and I was just hoping the engine would run alright and everything, so I just had a few laps making sure everything were alright before I got stuck in.
Yeah, but I mean, you keep up with the likes of Frank and that, do you know what I mean? So who are absolutely on pace tonight. So.
Yeah, well, I just managed to stay nearly on back of Frank and just followed him through traffic really to end the race.
You reckon this is bad luck, don't you?
Yeah, it is. Everyone that does this, every person you follow has an absolutely crap day in office.
They do. Charlie's done worse than you today as well.
Well, I was going to do even worse tomorrow then, didn't it?
Liam, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. So in terms of tomorrow, like you fixed the kind of the engine issues and hopefully a better day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, go straight out and eat one tomorrow. Hopefully another top 10 and in final.
But to be fair, a lot of the shootout drivers haven't really scored that many points tonight because it's very busy grids, and you're starting a long way back, and it's not like there's been lots of top 10s for the shootout drivers.
I think that having the Benford race first sort of mixed it up a bit.
Yeah.
Because there were no easy places to make up in heat. Everyone's fast and on pace, so it was difficult really.
Yeah. So a positive end. So it's a good place to kind of finish it. Thank you very much for your time today, and I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's time for a beer now.
Yeah, absolutely. Your beer tent.
That's it.
Absolutely. And it's still Saturday, so
still Saturday.
It's still Saturday, just.
Yeah.
Liam, thanks so much.
Cheers.
Charlie, we finished the Grand National, but outside the top 10, I kind of come over and you're chatting with Stuart and your dad. Are we kind of getting to the bit more of the root cause, or?
Yeah, we've got a clutch that's slipping now. It's just one thing after another at the minute. So car was better.
Yep.
And then obviously when the clutch is slipping, it's waste of time really.
So what's that doing then? What's that doing to the
car? Just revving up as soon as I put my foot down. Just revving up.
Okay.
When I go down the straight, so all the top boys caught me and put me out wide, and that was it. Then we just couldn't get back past. So
it's that train thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Getting this a couple of times, you're knocked out, and then you
so
lose
hard to
5,
get in
6, 7 places.
These sort of track, well, especially Skeg, you get stuck on house, you get hit out wide, and you get stuck outside like 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. It's sort of like you can't get in, but we had a poorly car anyway, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
In terms of like, you talked post Consolation around making some changes. Is that still the same tomorrow? Just tweaking.
What we've done is improved it a lot. I can feel that obviously in the corners, but there's a few more bits to work on here and there. But we've just got to sort the problem out first.
And I think it's similar when we spoke to Phoebe that, like, we start a meeting with all great intentions, all positive, and it doesn't always work out, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's just annoying. I don't think I've had a night off in the garage for about a month. You put all this hard work in, and then you come and you don't even get a position all weekend. It's just a bit hard sometimes, but we pick ourselves up and we carry on.
But how do you do that? Because it's hard, isn't it? It's really hard to kind of. It's words that pick myself up and go again. But how it's mentally, it's a big.
I don't know. Just go home and just have a think about everything, and then just do it all again next week. I don't know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? You just got to just carry on with this shootout job. It's 10 rounds of constant racing. You just got to get on with it really, and just pick yourself up and just carry on. So that's what we're going to do.
Because I do think, like when you talk to drivers around, people go, it's the car and so on and so forth. But actually, there's a lot that kind of goes on with you yourself, isn't it? As an individual, you've got to come on your best form as well.
Yeah, 100%. Well, obviously, I'll work in the day and then finish work about between 5, 6, 7 o'clock, and then go home and have something to eat, or sometimes we'll leave and eat at the garage, and then you'll be there till 12, 1 o'clock every night. You just sometimes, like weekends like this weekend that we've had so far, you think, what is the point? Like, it does get like that sometimes, but like I said, you just have to pick yourself up, remember the good times, obviously a few weeks ago, and just carry on. I'm sure we'll have a good meeting here or there before the end of the season, and we'll just see what we can do.
Brilliant. Charlie, thanks so much for taking the time out to talk to me. It's easy to talk about stock cars when you win in, and it's great. It's
it is.
A bit more difficult when it's not as good, so I do appreciate
Come
your time.
to me next week.
It's Bradford. Do you like Bradford?
No. Well, we'll see what happens.
Charlie, thanks so much for your time.
No worries, cheers.